crowds. We're Danny Gulix here with you as the Jersey Blues take on Passaic, first game of our doubleheader here tonight. And we are about set for the opening tip in game number 2 of the season. I'll tell you about the starting lineups in just a moment, but we are underway with Passaic controlling it and their first possession of the night. Starting lineup of Janaris Rodriguez, Jade Ramos-Hankel, Liliana Daly, Janiyah Coleman, and Paige Neal. And this is Rodriguez taking the first shot, and the loose ball scooped up by Eigeman for Brookdale, and they advance up the floor on their opening possession. Carissa Reyes handling out high. Jumper in the corner is way up at the rebound. Rogers had a couple of attempts, and Brookdale will stay with it.
I'm a big fan of how Rogers got down there and crashed the glass there for the offensive rebound. You know, we got a lot of those last game, but hopefully if we can get that intensity going, that will be a really good trendsetter for this game so far.
Shot clock's down to 7. Reyes taking her time way outside, down to 3. Eigeman from the foul line, short. Rebound to Rodriguez, long pass ahead, connected up to Daly. Tracks it back down in the corner. Swing it cross court for Ramos-Hankel. Puts it on the floor on the drive, slip it inside, and scoring the first basket of the night is Liliana Daly.
They really just got behind the back of the defense there, and that was the tone of the last game. A lot of the buckets were very easy behind the defense for easy layups.
Eigeman got good position, but well defensed there by Rodriguez. And here come the Panthers. It's Daly once again, and this time she'll go to the line.
It's the first foul by Sullivan there.
So this Passaic team has gone with the same starting lineup in each of their 5 games this year, off to a very good start at 3-1. And Daly's first attempt is good. She shoots it well at 85%. Averaging just under 16 points a game, and she gets the roll, 2 out of 2. It's a 4-0 start for Passaic on the road. Press on in the back court, and that forces a turnover.
Daly has the first 4 points here for Passaic. We really just got to get out here, show some energy right off the rip. Their team, we have the same amount of players as they did, which is a completely different story as last week.
And Rodriguez, that shot was partially blocked.
Could hear it from all the way up here.
But it's Brookdale basketball. Looked like Brookdale got a piece of that shot. They'll take it as they get possession. Looking for their first points. It's 4-0 Panthers. Into the front court. Here's Mack driving the lane with a spin. Can't finish. Offensive rebound. Eigeman denied on the inside, and they pull a held ball. Brookdale will maintain possession. 17 on the timer.
Passaic has been showing out a consistent half-court trap, which is actually really smart.
Yeah, they called it Brookdale basketball, but Brookdale didn't realize it. And Passaic was all ready to inbound, but now they'll make the change. Mack to trigger in. Bounce it inside. Eigeman off the glass. It goes down, +1.
Sullivan with the and 1 there.
So Vera Eigeman, a chance at a 3-point play.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Sullivan, check that.
Jasmine Sullivan did not see much run in the second half last week, and she was very good in the first.
Freshman from Hillside trying to convert on the 3-point play. And it's good.
What a beautiful free throw there. Nothing but net. That's what you like to see.
2 minutes gone by. Passaic by 1. So their one loss actually came on the road. They've won all 3 games up in northern New Jersey, but 0-1 away from their home floor. So looking for their first here tonight. Here they turn it over. Brookdale a chance in transition, but Reyes is picked from behind by Daly.
Reyes is a real battery out here. I wouldn't be surprised if she played upwards of 35 minutes tonight.
Steal this time for Mack. Brookdale looking for the numbers. Reyes for Sullivan, but she couldn't handle it.
Too much heat on the pass. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
It's a good way to put it.
Reyes showing out a one-on-one press. Interesting tactic there.
That pass was into traffic, and Brookdale has done a good job of coming away with some turnovers. Reyes taking it to the basket, and nicely done with the left hand.
Eichmann's got 2 steals early here within the first 3 minutes of the game.
Jersey Blues by 1. They're playing this game without one of their best players and leaders, Gianna Piccini, out with a case of strep throat. So they'll have to make do without her, and off to a decent start in the early going. Shot clock's down to 8 for Passaic, as Coleman unable to connect from the outside, and the loose ball. It's going to stay with the red jerseys.
I'm liking the different kind of zone we're showing here. Not necessarily a 2-3 with Eichmann playing the free throw line on defense.
Ramos Hankel, the inbounder. And Rodriguez got bumped and fouled.
It's Kia Mack with her first foul of the game.
Brookdale's second as a team. We're at the 6:44 mark of this opening quarter, and that's when Brookdale makes their first substitution. Natasha Onyango in and Farah Eichmann to the bench.
Onyango didn't have a great game last week. Hopefully she can come out here and be a real energy piece for Brookdale tonight. Reyes with the steal.
Held scoreless the last game. Rogers on a pull-up, and the rebound taken by Coleman, looking to push the other way. Picked up defensively by Reyes. Coleman into the lane with a running shot, no. And here's Sullivan taking the lead pass, can't finish it. And Rodriguez pulls it down.
Passaic bringing the ball up slow here. Not sure what the strategy is.
About 4 minutes elapsed. Rodriguez to the baseline. Here is Neal. Can't find the range, and a loose ball foul is going to give the ball to Brookdale.
Good hustle by Rogers there to get the defensive board in traffic, inbounding to Reyes.
So we saw the Jersey Blues in the last game, the season opener, a game that they started off very slowly, but had a big second half, as here's a turnover. Coleman leading the break, and a wild shot off the glass. Now Brookdale the other way. Nobody picks up Sullivan in transition, and she finishes for 2.
Sullivan's got the 5 points here for Brookdale.
7-4 Jersey Blues. Anyway, the point I wanted to make before was how Brookdale was able to turn the tide in the second half, really pick up their shooting after a very slow start early. Here is Rodriguez, and she knocks it down from long range.
What a shot there. Absolutely beautiful, nothing but net.
Generis Rodriguez to tie the game. Passaic is going to take the first time out of the game. So Rodriguez hit the 3 to tie things up, and it is 7-7, 30-second stoppage. And Danny, your thoughts on what we've seen through the first half quarter?
I'm seeing a lot of defense being played here. You know, 5 minutes into the game, a 7-7 tie. Not necessarily anything bad with the shooting or the offense in general, just great defense, getting in those passing lanes, being able to stop it, especially in transition. It's nice to see both teams coming out here playing hard, playing physical. As you can see, there's been foul calls, but it is really nice to watch having teams play hard on both sides of the ball.
And this was a game that you figured would be a big challenge for Brookdale, not to mention without Gianna Piccini, but a Passaic team that had come in playing very good basketball, particularly on the offensive end, where they average over 80 points a game.
Wow.
Brookdale's held their own so far. It's back underway outside the timeout. Good defense on the perimeter. Coleman knocks it down from the elbow.
This is a great play getting drawn up there. Brookdale had some great defense, but they found a hole after the play was over there.
Reyes turns it over, 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Nice pass, but Daly missed the easy one.
Absolutely thrunks of the layup.
Sullivan puts it on the floor. A nice finish inside.
Assist there from Jada Rogers. Sullivan's got 7 points here early.
7 of the 9 Brookdale points. Tied at 9 apiece.
Looks like Brookdale switching to a man defense here.
Enter the post. Backing in is Neal. And
Blocked
unable
by
to
Sullivan.
save it. Passaic has been consistent in applying some press in the backcourt. Not something you usually see this early in games.
If Brookdale can push the tempo a little bit, they'd have a crazy mismatch down the court. Jada Rogers with the offensive rebound.
Tries to put it back up, and the other way comes Ramos Hankel. Bumped there and a foul call. That's Mack. And it'll be Brookdale's third.
Like I'm saying, physical play here, trying to get up on the ball, maybe over pursuit a little bit, put a body on him.
Side out of bounds. Ball movement. Here is Coleman. No good for 3. Offensive rebound, turnaround shot, and that's Generis Rodriguez will shoot. So Rodriguez having a terrific start to her season, one of 2 sophomores, and she's on a 20 and 10 pace to start the year. 20.8 points, 14 boards.
Wow. Crazy stats there.
She does, however, struggle in this department and coming up short at the line, 41% shooter.
I believe the foul was on Carissa Reyes there to send it to the line.
And no good. Sullivan able to pull it down. Rogers looks up the floor. Bounce it inside. Mack, there was nothing there. And Brookdale will get reset at the perimeter. $15 on the timer. And that's Sullivan, got denied on the inside. Down to 5 to shoot. Mack hoists it up, and it's well off the mark. Ramos Hankel starts the other way. Rodriguez, and she had her pocket picked. Reyes
What
the
a
catch,
pass.
and the
And a
layup
finish.
+1.
Just pushing it, pushing the pace in transition here. A beautiful pass by Sullivan, gets it straight to Carissa Reyes, and a nice finish with a little bit of contact.
Sullivan is doing it all in the early going. Scored 1.7 of the first 9 for Brookdale, and there gets the helper. And now Reyes trying to complete the 3-point play.
Sullivan's filling up the stat sheet early. 7 points and assists, 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Superstar numbers right there.
Rebound by Neal off the missed free throw. Brookdale back in front by 2. All the way is Coleman. Back out Rodriguez, jumper inside the arc. No good. Loose ball, and it's collected by Rogers. Starting to break the other way. And then she lost the handle, and the Panthers have it off the turnover. Coleman stops. Rodriguez to a cutting Daly, and a foul called.
Foul is on Sullivan here. Sullivan, I would assume, was in foul trouble last game, not playing much in the second half. And Passaic here with a chance to tie up the game at the line.
Onyango takes a seat, replaced by Ijeman for the Jersey Blues. And here's Daly, 85% at the line, but coming up short on the first attempt.
Ijeman did not play much last game, but she's turned into a real trendsetter this game. 2 steals, and they were both early steals.
And she didn't score in the opener, but did have 3 rebounds, so contributed in that regard. As Passaic is set for some press in the back court once again.
Brookdale smart, keeping numbers in the backcourt.
And Ramos Hankel has the steal. Coleman thought about it. Rodriguez pulls the trigger, and she's got it. A 3 for Janaris Rodriguez.
What a shot there. Not necessarily an open shot. Had Ijeman by herself there in the paint, just couldn't see around. The press defense getting in the heads of Brookdale early.
Down to 12 to shoot. High screen comes. Mack gives it up. Sullivan is called for steps.
Looks like Brookdale's just in their heads.
Well, both teams, it seems, have struggled to hold on to the basketball. We've seen a lot of turnovers on both ends thus far. For Passaic, that's one of their specialties, is getting turnovers.
Passaic's really out here forcing the issue on defense, putting a lot of focus on their defense, and the offense will just come with it.
Kayla Cosme has checked in, the substitution for the Panthers, and a foul called in the corner.
That is Vera Ijeman on the foul. Looked like a blocking.
And that's her second, and Brookdale is over the limit. Free throw opportunity here for Cosme. Passaic only has 2 reserves available, so
in the same boat as Brookdale here.
depth. Yeah, exactly. Cosme thus far just a 33% free throw shooter, but good on that one.
Cash is the first one.
One of 5 freshmen in the lineup for the Panthers. And 2 out of 2, so no problem. Didn't look like a 33% shooter on that trip.
Passaic's been pretty solid shooting so far early.
Reyes unable to hit, and Ramos Hankel has the rebound. 2-on-2 break, taking it herself, high off the glass, no. And here comes Mack for Brookdale, trying to split through defenders, but had it taken away. 2-on-1 Passaic, Coleman taking it herself, and gets the roll on the layup.
Coleman really picked the pocket there and took it herself.
So the Panthers on a bit of a run here as we tick down under a minute to go in the opening quarter. 17-11 Passaic. Inside is Ijeman for 2. And the heads-up pass from Mack.
I believe that's Ijeman's first points of the season here.
Plenty of time here, about 16-second difference, shot and game clock. To the corner and Cosme.
Smothering defense in that corner.
Ramos Hankel, long 3, and it just grazes the rim. So the shot clock turned off now. Brookdale can hold for 1.
Might not have been a great shot, but you gotta love the confidence.
Reyes for 3. Ijeman, good effort, but it's going the other way.
12.4 seconds left in the opening quarter. Let's see what Passaic will come out here with. Brookdale playing some very good defense so far, only a 4-point game. Looks like Coleman will bring up the ball.
Final 10 seconds now, slowly advancing Coleman, picked up by Reyes. Rodriguez calls for it high post with 1, puts it up, and they call a foul before the timer had sounded. And that will send Rodriguez to the line.
Foul is on Rakia Mack. That's her second early in the game.
And Rich Brunson is frustrated because that looked like a pretty good defensive possession. They're going to add .3 on the clock.
Not sure where the foul was on that one.
So Rodriguez, 41% shooter.
It's her seventh point here early.
And 2 out of 2. And Brookdale cannot do much with .3, and Mack will throw it up, and that's how the opening quarter will end. So Passaic on the road, it's a 19-13 lead for the Panthers. We'll take a break for the end of the quarter and come back here. You're watching Brookdale basketball on Brookdale TV. Brian Gadsworth, Danny Gulix, the rest of our Brookdale TV crew with you. First game of our Brookdale TV doubleheader as Passaic the opponent tonight, and it is Passaic with a 6-point lead after one. Brookdale playing their second game of the season. Tall order tonight going against one of the better teams in the region. Here's an early whistle. 6 seconds in. I'm not sure the reason for the stoppage.
Is that a foul?
I don't think they called a foul. Coleman and Brookdale gets a turnover on the first possession for Passaic. Rogers trying to turn the corner. And that pass is taken away. Here comes Ramos Hankel to the basket. Off the glass, can't finish it.
Oh.
Coleman there for the scoop and score. Or Daly, I should say.
This is Daly. Looked like Carissa Reyes got hit in the head there.
Picked off by Rodriguez, and she swoops in for the bucket.
10 points early for Rodriguez.
That's when you start getting into trouble, giving the basketball away, and it becomes easy points the other way. Here is Rogers. Can't find the range from downtown. Eigeman, count it, and one.
Wow. What a play by Eigeman there. Eigeman going to the line. I'm not liking what I see out of Brookdale here early in the second quarter. Looks like they're trying to force it down the court instead of look for an open pass.
So Eigeman, who didn't score in the opener, but already 2 field goals tonight as the Panthers make a substitution, Cosme to the bench. And Eigeman trying to cash in on a 3-point play.
No good.
Mack had a couple taps at it, but the save, and here come the Panthers. Ramos Hankel, a fake on the drive. Can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound. And it was Neal who couldn't hit on the second chance. Ramos Hankel rips it away. Rodriguez from straight away. That won't go. And Ramos Hankel has another offensive rebound. That was blocked by Mack. And Sullivan is able to save it.
Play.
Brookdale now 3-on-1. Mack stops and pops. And Ramos Hankel saves it, but to the wrong team. Scooped up by Rogers. She drives in. They'll try to get organized and get this possession settled down. Cross court, Rogers short.
You know, that was a beautiful find there by Carissa Reyes. Being able to scan the court, find the open player, hit her. You know, sadly the shot didn't fall.
Just over 2 minutes gone by second quarter. Bounce it for Rodriguez, her jumper, no. And collision there along the baseline. It'll stay Panther basketball.
You know, Brookdale's really got to be able to find some other scorers here. Down 8 early on, only have 3 people on the board with points.
Yeah, and that was a problem in the last game. They didn't register a single bench point. All their scoring came from the starters. And when you have a thin roster, everyone who comes into the game, you hope can contribute on the offensive end. Rodriguez, nice move, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound and off the glass for Daly.
She's got 9 early. Looks like Passaic's got a super team here with Rodriguez and Daly combining for 19 points so far.
And it's now a 10-point deficit for Brookdale. Rogers able to get out of a crowd. Nice move inside, but couldn't hit the scoop layup. Brookdale get another opportunity.
Not liking how Brookdale's looking here early on. Not being able to shake the funk, it looks like.
And Rich Brunson takes a full timeout. 7:22 remaining first half. Brookdale down by 10 on Brookdale TV. 10-point hole that Brookdale is in. And Danny, really a big part of the story has been the turnovers turning into easy points for Passaic.
Yeah, Brookdale's really got to be able to hold onto the ball so far. They're trying to force this ball in a half-court trap. Really just got to try to kick it up the court, not to the person next to you, because the person next to you is going to have 3 defenders on him also. Let's see what Brookdale comes out here, what kind of play they're running. What a catch by Eigeman.
Now along the baseline, Mack kicks it out for Sullivan and can't get the roll. Eigeman trying to rip it away. And successfully, because the possession arrow favors the Jersey Blues.
What a play by Ijeman. Mack to inbound.
Mack once again. 20 on the shot clock. Once again in for Ijeman. Bounce pass for Reyes. Sullivan way outside, down to 10 to shoot. Sullivan drives into the paint.
Looked like a block by Rodriguez there. Block and board.
Coleman for 2. Passaic has gone on a run of late to bring this lead up to 12, largest of the night. And that is going to go...
I believe that was a charge on
offensive foul.
Sullivan.
Yep. So negate the basket, and it's Panther basketball.
Honestly, way to Coleman get her feet set there to take that charge. You know, bigger players coming in on you, it's probably the best defense you can play.
Ramos Hankel drives in and fouled. Mack picks it up.
Not sure about that call. All ball there on the hand.
So Mack now with 3 personals. And we'll see if she is going to check out. The problem when you have such a thin bench is a lot of times you're forced to stay in, even in foul trouble. Ramos Hankel misses the free throw. But there will be a substitution on Yongo to check in. One out of 2. And here comes the change for the Jersey Blues.
Ramos has been playing very good so far this game, but that is her first points so far.
Somebody's got to check out for Brookdale, and now it is Sullivan. Brookdale is not going to play with 6 on the court. Press on in the back court. And they don't have much time. Onyango able to advance.
Gets ripped.
Daly taking it to the basket, off the glass on the offensive rebound. Coleman. Rodriguez inside the arc, count it.
Let's see.
Long 2-pointer.
Long 2 for Rodriguez there.
And Passaic now doubling up the Jersey Blues. It's 30 to 15, and that's not going to help matters. As you see, Rich Brunson looking rather glum on the Brookdale sideline. This second quarter, it has not gone well.
No, it is not looking good so far. Brookdale not able to get the offense flowing at all. The defense isn't really a big issue when they're scoring in transition.
Well, this is a Passaic team that in their first game of the season had 38 steals.
Wow.
In a blowout win. In fact, all 3 of their wins this year have come by at least 30 points. So they're not just winning, they are winning by some very wide margins. Daly able to catch, and the rebound to Rogers.
Rogers has 6 rebounds here.
And pocket pick from behind, and then a big collision. As Mack hit the ground, and Passaic player is still down.
Called a foul on
Coleman.
Mack there.
So they're out to check on Janiyah Coleman, who has been one of the constants in this Passaic lineup, and fortunately she is able to get to her feet.
I'm not sure how there was a foul on Mack on the play. Looked like Coleman initiated the contact diving for the ball.
So both teams huddle up for a stoppage here. Rich Brunson trying to see if he can get his team sorted out.
Rich Brunson's got to be able to fire him up right now. If it's not now, when will it be? Like you were saying earlier, Brookdale in the first game came out in the second half, guns a-blazing, could not miss a shot. I don't think they could wait 5 more minutes into the half. They're down 15 early in the game. They've really just got to step it up now. It's now or never.
And it was Jada Rogers who had the decisive shot late for Brookdale in that victory. Game that looked like it was slipping away the early moments of that fourth quarter, but they were able to rally and get an opening night victory. Trying to make it 2-0 on the young season, but in a 15-point hole here about halfway through this second quarter. Possession with the Panthers.
Beautiful steal. Way to jump the lane there by Jada Rogers and slow it down.
Onyango puts it on the floor. Kick it out for Mack, and she is on the end line out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds there. I like the way that we were passing the ball around. Brookdale's bench here trying to hype up the defense. Telling them, don't worry about it, next play, and I think that's the mentality that they have to have throughout the rest of this game. Jada Rogers got right back into the lane for another steal.
It's taken away in the back court.
Right away there by
Coleman.
Daly.
Nice move inside, and she'll go to the line. If that fell down, that would have been a circus shot. But free throws coming for the freshman.
Brookdale cannot buy a way to hold onto the ball so far.
Well, it's good to see that Coleman able to stay in the game after she was down just a couple possessions ago.
Never want to see an injury like that. It's nice to see her up and able to run around and play.
Second attempt. Nothing out of two, and Onyango the rebound. Brookdale in a pretty long drought without a point. Open look, Rogers. Too strong, and it's deflected out. Brookdale get another possession out of it.
It's great ball movement. Way to find an open shooter. Just gotta really hope for that shot to drop.
Onyango, the inbounder. Reyes fires.
Too hard.
Ramos Hankel ahead for Rodriguez. Coleman fakes out Mack. Ramos Hankel with two defenders there. Rodriguez strokes a three. That comes up short.
It's her first miss so far from three.
Will be Brookdale possession.
Rodriguez really had a heater early in the game. 2 for 2 from three. It's her first miss.
For a player who came in averaging just under 21 a game, Brookdale overall has done a fair job defensively on her. Panthers leading scorer on the season. Mack for Rogers and a steal for Ramos Hankel. It's 2-on-1 the other way. And the nice catch and score for Daly.
Passaic now has 2 scores in double digits, those being Rodriguez and Daly respectively.
Rogers is fouled from behind, and I don't think Passaic too happy with the call, but looks like it might be 3 free throws.
3 free throws at the line could really change the tide here. Maybe give Brookdale a spark to finish out the half strong.
So not only did Rogers have the game-winning shot in the last game, but scored 15 points overall, and that was Brookdale's second highest total as she connects on the first one. Freshman from Long Branch.
Let's see. Misses the second. Can she go 2 for 3? 66%.
And they got the last foul on Ramos Hankel, who picked up her third, and it will be 2 out of 3 for Rogers at the line.
You know, Rogers really just got the shooting role there. Offensive friendly role.
So Brookdale snaps the scoring drought. Rodriguez comes back. Can't convert on the inside, but the Panthers will retain it.
Let's see who will inbound.
Line up in a bunch formation. Coleman gets it back. Defender goes by, misses from the outside. And now Reyes pushing the tempo. Reyes, nice move, but shot it from a little too far out. Onyango puts it back in, count the basket, and the foul.
Onyango really just got basically a tip in there. Ball went straight in our hands, put it right back up, and got the foul. Brookdale can make it a single-digit game going into half.
I think they would sign for that with the way this first half has gone so far.
First quarter was definitely better than the second. Second quarter haven't really played much defense so far.
And Rodriguez rebounds the free throw, tied up. And the possession arrow favors Passaic, but you gotta like the effort from Ijeman, who's been active tonight. 3 minutes to go until the half.
Ijeman, the stats don't really show it, but she's been an absolute menace to deal with on the court for Passaic. Feels like she's just everywhere offensively, defensively, making plays happen.
Cosme way off the mark. Offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. And Neal misses from the baseline. But it's last touch Jersey Blues.
Ball went straight off of Ijeman's shoulders there. Got to be ready to get that rebound. If it comes to you, got to be ready.
Only 8 seconds to shoot. As Passaic inbounds up by 13. Coleman for 3. And Ijeman the rebound.
Brookdale's really got to step out of the zone, go right back to a man defense. It was working very well early in the first quarter.
Fight for the ball, and Brookdale able to stay with it. Onyango positioned in the post. Rogers tried to get it to her, but
slapped down by Rodriguez right in the lane.
For a Passaic team that averages over 21 steals a game, here they turn it over.
Coleman really just aired that one out. Looks like a quarterback on that possession.
And one that missed its receiver.
Passaic might have been their first possession out of the half-court trap here. The trap was really working well.
Onyango.
What a pass to Rogers.
Rogers tied up. Inside 10 seconds to shoot now. Nothing going on this possession. Reyes tees it up and drills it. It's a 3. It looked like Brookdale had nothing going, but Reyes bails him out late in the shot clock with a 3 ball.
That is Brookdale's first made 3 of the game to make it only a 10-point deficit.
Rodriguez smooth strides inside. Second chance shot, no. And Brookdale the other way. 2-on-2 developing. Reyes spinning in the lane, off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and misses on both opportunities, but here's a third on this trip.
Looks like she got a steal there.
Rogers lines it up, and she's got it.
Really turned the tide here. 7-point deficit, 50 seconds left in the first half.
32-25. Brookdale closing the half strong. Rodriguez sets the screen. Daly gives up her dribble. Coleman way outside. Rodriguez, that's an open look. Off the mark.
Kia Mack with the rebound.
About a 5-second difference shot in game clock. Jersey Blues trying to get a little closer. Rogers a fake. And good defense as it's knocked out of bounds by Neal.
Beautiful pump fake. Just got to move the feet on offense. The rest of the team.
Quarter minute remaining, first half. Back to inbound, near side of the court.
Let's see. Let's see what Brookdale's got going here.
Let me get a whistle.
It's like an off-the-ball foul.
Beyond Passaic. And that will be their 5th. So this is free throws now for Carissa Reyes.
I believe that was on a pull from Daly.
Reyes, who at 9 points in the season opener. And the freshman from Jersey City gets the friendly bounce.
Let's see if Reyes can make it a 5-point game here.
And she does, so she has scored 2 big free throws, and this is now a 5-point game. Shot clock turned off, Passaic can hold for 1. Coleman to get it set up. Inside, Rodriguez, there was a lot of traffic, and now Brookdale in transition. Reyes racing to the basket for 2. Final 5 seconds, lazy pass, and a collision there, no call, it's picked up, and a whistle before the timer sounded, just as we saw in the opening quarter. And the Jersey Blues are going to have a chance to make this a 1-point game before the halftime break.
You know what, count me wrong. That zone defense really helped them out here. They went from down 15 to down potentially 1 point here.
Rogers at the line. Misses the first one, but you got to credit Brookdale playing heads up in the final seconds there, getting a big turnover.
If you remember the score just a few minutes ago, Brookdale was down 30 to 15.
Can't get the roll that time, and the buzzer sounds. So we have hit the half. So you take a look at Reyes, and this was one of the highlights. Tough finish in traffic, and it's a 32-29 lead for Passaic. But Danny, before we get set for a halftime interview downstairs, I think you have to give Brookdale a lot of credit. Things overall didn't go their way in the first half. We saw at times some sloppy play, but the way they closed this first half gives you a lot of optimism that they can stay right in this game in the second half.
Oh, 100%. I really feel like that is just some discipline here. Rakia Mack picked up 4 fouls here in the first half.
Back inside the Collins Arena as we get set for the second half, Jersey Blues and the Passaic Panthers. Game number 2 on the new season. And Brookdale did well to close to a 3-point deficit in the final moments of the first half. They open up with the basketball. Mack comes up short, and the rebound is taken by Neal.
Coleman bringing up the ball here. Pass it to Rodriguez.
And off the side of the glass, she'll shoot free throws 20 seconds into the second half.
Rodriguez so far the leading scorer of the game with 12. I believe she's averaging 21 on the season so far, so she's on pace to go above her average.
41% free throw shooter coming into the night and unable to get the roll.
She's 3 for 4. That's her first miss from the line.
This is a Passaic team that gets big-time contributions from its core starting players. They do much of the heavy lifting offensively. 4-point lead for the Panthers. Rogers a fake, and she's called on a travel. This looked like a little bit of indecision on the part of Rogers that time.
Looked like she just expected the foul to come and wasn't ready.
Brian Goudsworth, Danny Gulix with you. Neal on the drive, back out Coleman, straightaway 3 off the front rim, and it's rebounded by Sullivan.
I feel like that's the best part of our defense. If they get that ball somewhere in that mid-range area, it is smothered.
Rogers misses with the left hand. Ramos Hankel taking it the other way and gets it to go.
A beautiful shot there.
She averages just under 14 a game for Passaic. Rogers open look, and the rebound to Neal.
I'm not sure the strategy here. Coming out of that half-court trap, it worked so well early in the game. Coleman's trying to size up Reyes.
Slow developing possession, and it's a turnover.
basically passed that straight into Mac's hands.
Sullivan able to catch, backs up to the corner. And it's picked off by Ramos Hankel. 3-on-1 potentially. Neal sees Mac go by, couldn't finish it, able to take it back. Rodriguez got a bump, and nobody boxed out.
There just wasn't many people there.
Daly gets the bucket.
It looks like Rodriguez realized that she was alone right there in the paint, threw the shot up, just trying to get it close.
Enter the post, Sullivan backing in, nice spin, and gets it to go. That was well done down low.
Not sure if I've seen such nice touch off the glass at all, besides somebody from Sullivan.
So Sullivan, who had scored 7 points very early and then was quiet for a while, but it's a Brookdale basket there, and they will take over after the bad pass from Coleman.
Threw it straight through the hands.
Onyango checking in for Vera Ijeman on the Brookdale side. So the Brookdale lineup is
spark plug.
Mac, Reyes, Onyango, Sullivan, and Rogers. Rogers the catch. Enter the post, Sullivan again down low, this time denied, throws it back up, and Neal comes down with it. Intercepted by Reyes, but she lost the handle.
I like the speed that Brookdale is playing with so far here in this second half. Advancing the ball fast, getting into the open player. Rogers has had so many open shots.
3 minutes gone by, second half. Passaic with the ball up by 6. Rodriguez, pump fake from the foul line, no. And it's one-handed by Rogers. Picks up the floor, bounce for Reyes. Into the paint, nice move, switching hands, and she finishes with the left hand.
Beautiful move there by Reyes. Beautiful no-look bounce pass by Rogers. Not sure if you guys saw that there. But a circus layup by Reyes to cut the deficit to 4.
12 to shoot. Coleman makes her move, kick out to the corner, and Daly able to drill the jumper. So Liliana Daly, who's had a strong game so far. Rogers, that's her spot. Air ball. Ramos Hankel fields it out of the air. Spinning move inside. Misses the layup. Daly is there for the putback.
Daly has 17 points here. Really going crazy so far in this second half.
Back up to an 8-point Passaic lead. Reyes pivoting. Rogers firing.
That was beautiful play there by Reyes to find the open player.
Ramos Hankel in transition all the way, uncontested.
Ramos Hankel's up to 5.
And Rich Brunson wants to talk things over about halfway through this third quarter. Passaic on a run of late, so we saw Brookdale close the first half strong, got it down to 3, but here, as the second half has started, they've gotten back to some of the bad habits once again.
Really just turning it over, not being able to hit the shots, which finding the open look, taking the open shot, that's really all you can do there. Just try to get it in the net, and it just hasn't been dropping. Rogers hit that one early, hasn't been able to hit one since.
So Brookdale playing without the services of Gianna Piccini, out with a case of strep throat.
I think Piccini's hustle is really being missed right now. Piccini didn't score a lot in the last game, but her presence was definitely felt on the court.
And it'll be Brookdale basketball.
For Brookdale, Reyes, Mack, and Rogers have not subbed out of this game yet.
Reyes for Rogers.
That's what I'm saying right there. She has so many open looks so far.
Throws it up off the glass. Rodriguez can't control it. And then a foul as Sullivan dribbled it off her foot, but it's going to be the first against the Panthers.
A foul on Coleman there. Sullivan to inbound.
Now
Yep,
they
switching
switch.
that.
Yep, it's Mac.
Mac's been quiet so far, has not scored yet.
After leading Brookdale with 17 points in the season opening victory last week. Game against Camden. Get it out for Rogers. Catch and shoot. And it's going the other way.
Rogers cannot buy a bucket here in the second half. So many open looks, so many open shots. Just hasn't been able to make one fall. Oh, Reyes almost got the bait into the steal.
Floated ahead Coleman. Halfway through the third quarter.
My opinion, this is where Passaic really has the upper hand on Brookdale, is making sure everybody on their offense touches it.
Rodriguez, that shot just hit the bottom of the net. Mac able to control. Going behind the back, a spin. And Sullivan driving baseline, gets inside, no shot. And they get a tie-up. And Brookdale's going to lose possession.
It's good hustle by Rodriguez, being able to get her hand up, get something on the ball there.
Well, this is a Passaic team that doesn't only excel offensively. I mean, they're holding opponents to 46 points a game, so their average margin of victory is basically through the roof.
That's insane. And Brookdale's keeping it close here, only down 10.
Ramos Hankel misses the shot in the paint. And Mac is out of bounds, trying to grab control of it.
Great hustle by Mac there. Trying to get that ball, trying to position it inbounds, just couldn't get it.
Ramos Hankel out for Coleman. Rogers there defending. Coleman makes her move. And it's going the other way. Offensive foul. And it was Sullivan who took the hit.
Great way to set her feet there. Getting right underneath the skin of the offense. Brookdale's come out sluggish here in the second half. Not necessarily slow, but definitely sluggish.
Hoping to find the magic that they did at the end of the second quarter. Reyes can't get it to go. She's got her own rebound. Rogers backs up with it. Now Mac puts it on the floor. Finds an open Rogers. Gave up the shot for Sullivan inside off the glass, +1.
Count that bucket. Sullivan is up to 11. That is her second and one of the game.
Well, I think Brookdale would have been fine with the Rogers shot there because she was wide open, but passed it up for a play inside the basket, and it worked out well.
I guess we'll see here. The way she plays, you'll never know that Reyes is typically the shortest player on the court. 3 rebounds here so far today.
And off the glass, not exactly how you draw it up from the free throw line, but it'll work.
Hey, 3 points is 3 points. Not looking too bad with Rogers not taking that open 3.
43-36, Passaic in front.
Looks like Brookdale switched to a man here. Man worked out pretty well in that first quarter.
Neal, a spin, bank shot, no. And Daly able to track it down. It'll
Great
stay
tip
with the
pass.
Panthers.
Reyes is really like a battery on the court. Whatever she does, the team follows.
Rodriguez denied in the paint, but a foul is called.
Let's see who that foul is on.
It'll be Brookdale's second of the third quarter.
Believe that was on Sullivan.
It was, in fact, and that is number 4. Brookdale can ill afford to see her go to the bench as Rodriguez hits the first one.
This will be Rodriguez's 7th free throw attempt so far in this game. By far the leader in attempts.
And coming into the game, she had shot at only 41%, but better here tonight. 1 out of 2 that time. Jersey Blues down by 8. Mac, a floater, gets the bounce.
Her first points of the game there. Just making it happen. Jab step Euro floater.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the third. Reyes gets up defensively on Coleman. Throw it inside in the active hands from Onyango.
Great defense by Onyango there. The reaction time, way to get her hand up there and not let up the easy bucket.
13 on the timer.
Ramos Hankel for the inbound.
Bunched together.
Looking like an offensive line out there, the way that they're lining up.
Outside for Coleman, 10 to shoot now.
Active hands by Sullivan to break up the pass.
Down to 5. Coleman fakes, drives to the baseline, extra pass. Ramos Hankel, no, as the shot clock expires, and Brookdale comes down with it.
Passaic has numbers here. Reyes is open.
Rogers in the corner. Way off. Onyango, offensive rebound off the glass. Doesn't get the roll. Sullivan's got it back. High off the window. It falls down.
It's a circus shot by Sullivan.
About as high off the glass as you can get. And worth a second look.
Sullivan up to 14 points here.
How about that is a thing of beauty.
Off the top of the glass. That's just a perfect roll. Like I was saying before, I don't think I've seen anybody with as nice of a touch off the glass as Sullivan.
Down to 7 to shoot, swinging and it's picked off by Mack, but taken right back at midcourt by the Panthers. Here comes Coleman to the baseline. Daly, no, and Onyango the rebound. We're under a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. And like the second, Brookdale has closed this one out well too.
Deficit's right back down to 4. It feels like the deficit was 10 about 2 seconds ago.
Sullivan picks it up under the basket. Onyango, no, it doesn't fall.
That's an unlucky bounce there off the inside of the front rim. But way to get back down the court. Heads up, next possession mentality.
Coleman, no good for 3. Onyango had competition there with Neal. And the possession arrow is going to send it in Brookdale's direction.
Got 1 minute left here in the third quarter. 4-point deficit, 44-40. Passaic with the lead.
Head coach Cristina Concepcion for the Panthers. Just got to look at her first season. Her team off to a very strong start, trying to make it a 4-1 start through the first 5 games. Sullivan, strong move.
Sullivan up to 16 here. Cuts the deficit to 2.
About an 8-second difference shot in game clock. A nail biter here at the Collins Arena through the first almost 3 quarters. Rodriguez, and there's a whistle and a blocking foul against the Jersey Blues, and Sullivan, who needs some assistance.
Sullivan's 4th foul.
So she likely will be forced to go to the bench.
Looks like maybe their knees collided on the play. Sullivan nursing the knee, telling the coach, no, I'm staying in.
So Rodriguez back at the line. She has made a living there. First one good.
Continues to cash them checks. Sullivan up 6 for 8 from the line, 75% so far, up to 15 points.
The freshman sensation for Passaic. Second attempt up and good. And we got a full timeout taken by Passaic down to the final 23.5 to go here in the third, and Brookdale down by 4. Shot clock turned off here in the final 23.5 seconds, and Brookdale, like the second quarter, has finished this one in strong fashion as well. It's just a matter of eliminating the lapses that we've seen at times in this game, but they're right in it nonetheless.
It feels like early on in the quarters, Brookdale's a little lackadaisical with their passes, with their play. But then at the end, they're like, wait, this is real, let's pick it up. Smart way to roll the ball and save some time on the clock.
Scooped up by Reyes. Jersey Blues can hold for 1. Reyes against Daly. Mack inside the arc. In and out. Offensive rebound and the putback for Rogers. Final 6 seconds. Brookdale down by 2. Cross midcourt with Coleman with 1 second, and they don't realize it, and they don't get a shot away.
What
The third
defense.
quarter ends, and Brookdale will hit the fourth down by a skinny 2 points, and we'll take a break here on Brookdale TV. The fourth quarter coming up next. Here tonight, first game of our doubleheader, Brookdale and Passaic, and the fourth quarter underway with the Panthers in front, but by just 2. They've had a double-digit lead multiple times here in this game, but Brookdale has been able to stay in it. Good position down low for Rodriguez, but the shot off the side of the glass. Able to stay with Passaic with 11 to shoot. Rodriguez this time for 3. No. Ramos Hankel trying to save, and she's out of bounds.
You know what? I was thinking, this Brookdale women's team, it's kind of like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. These games, they don't start off nice, but at the end of it, I don't think there's anything better. Got a 2-point game here, 1 quarter to go.
I like your analogies as Onyango misses. Coleman able to pick it up.
Active hands might be the best way to win a basketball game.
Rodriguez bank shot misses, and Sullivan the rebound as she hit the deck. Brookdale into the front court. Sullivan still down. Reyes, it won't go, but she's going to the line.
Sullivan's slow to get up, but she is
I'm
on
a bit
her
of an
feet.
introvert. At a big university,
She's
I
coming
could have
down.
been
Reyes
lost
has
in
a
the
chance
crowd.
to tie this game up when in the second quarter we were down 15 to 30.
Sullivan appears to be okay as she joins her team the other side here. Reyes at the line.
In and out. Could honestly just be a lack of subs for Sullivan. You know, this whole team has basically played most of this game. Sullivan, one of the few that's been able to sub out.
Right, and you only have 8 players to begin with, and Gianna Piccini inactive, so only playing with 7. Both teams are playing with 7, as a matter of fact, as this is a 1-point game. Passaic with the advantage.
I'm having flashbacks from Thursday night.
Coleman way off the mark. Sullivan the rebound and a foul.
Foul on Neal. She pulled.
Got her for a push, and those are just kind of unnecessary fouls. As Passaic has picked up 2 in the early going here in the fourth. Jersey Blues a chance to gain the lead, and they have not played with the lead very often tonight. Mack handling. High screen comes. Mack.
Sullivan's got a roll there.
Onyango puts it up, in and out, and Daly the board.
It's a good shot. She's open. I don't think it gets more open than that.
Ramos Hankel. Rodriguez, well contested, offensive rebound. It was Neal who missed it on the inside. Rodriguez.
This defense has turned into something of beauty here in this fourth quarter.
And they get Rogers for a foul as she was defending against Daly, and Brookdale picks up their first.
It's Rogers' first foul of the game.
So it's a side out for the Panthers. Substitution, Kayla Cosme in, and Paige Neal to the bench. Reyes defending on Coleman. Down to 8 to shoot. Coleman way outside. Daly lost it, and it's Jersey Blue basketball.
Suffocating defense is the only way to win games, and Brookdale has realized that in the fourth quarter.
This has been a fun game. I mean, at times it's been sloppy. You wondered if it was going to be one that got away from Brookdale, but I think you have to give them a lot of credit for the way they played here tonight. Sullivan outside, driving in, and last touch Brookdale.
Honestly, Sullivan gets that ball in the post, you got to expect a bucket to come.
She has been kind of the go-to scorer down low for the Jersey Blues.
Sullivan's got 16, Reyes has 14.
Passaic maintaining a 1-point lead. Coleman. Pass tip and stolen.
Can Mack beat him down the court? Ah, she realizes she can't and slows it down, but what a steal.
Didn't have the numbers. Cross court. Rogers for three.
Ah, no good. But it does not get more open than that.
Ramos Hankel, though, saves it to the wrong team. Rogers tries again. This one, no. Onyango on the inside. Can't get the bounce. And Rodriguez the rebound defensively.
You know what? It was a great hustle possession there by Brookdale, getting open shots. But Hankel with that defense, she almost throws that ball out of bounds there, but she comes back, almost gets a block and forces a miss.
Ramos Hankel, long three, and she's got it. Ramos Hankel, that was at least a few feet clear of the three-point line.
What a shot there by Ramos Hankel. I believe that's a Brookdale timeout.
Timeout taken with 6:28 remaining. Full timeout. You're watching Jersey Blues basketball here on Brookdale TV. We'll return to the Collins Arena after this.
I'm more than just a college student. I'm a marathon runner, a volunteer, and a philanthropist. I'm an employee. I'm a future master's degree holder. I believe the path to a better world is paved with a million small steps. Thanks to Brookdale, I'm already halfway there. My name is Killian Warman, and I came to Brookdale to explore my passions. I never imagined I'd have the flexibility to pursue them all.
Back here on Brookdale TV, fun one tonight between Brookdale and Passaic. Jersey Blues have the basketball down by 4. This press has given them trouble at different points tonight, but into the front court easily this time. Reyes drives and fouled. Whistle came a beat late, but Reyes is going to the line.
Wow. Yeah, Passaic's brought back that half-court trap. That half-court trap gave Brookdale so many issues in this first half. They stopped using it. Brookdale came back. Chance to make it a one-possession game here. Carissa Reyes, 14 points already. 3 rebounds, 2 steals. She's having herself a game.
First attempt is no good, and you can see that she's a player that impacts the game both ends of the floor.
I don't think there's a single player on this team that has more of an impact on what goes on than her. She's a leader on both sides, and that's irreplaceable.
And that's the job of the point guard as she splits a pair from the line. 49-46. Brookdale this time with the press. And a foul near midcourt is going against the Jersey Blues and Rogers.
Rogers now has 2.
Brookdale 2 fouls in the quarter. Passaic 3. One thing you notice with the way Passaic runs their offense, they try to lull you to sleep. It's not a fast-moving offense as Coleman comes up short. Fight for the rebound, and it's picked up, but then a travel on Kayla Cosme.
Yeah, I completely agree about their offense. Their offense, they really just swing the ball around and try to hope that they catch you asleep. And if they do, it's an easy bucket.
Jersey Blues can tie on this possession with a three-pointer. Mack has been quiet. Be nice to see to get her going. Steps into a jumper, and the rebound is to Cosme. And then taken away, but just for a brief moment.
3-point game here with 5:40 left. Brookdale's defense has been quite outstanding down the stretch, holding to only 49 points so far.
Rodriguez bumped and fouled.
It's another one on Rogers.
So she hadn't been charged with a foul at all in the first half. All 3 have come here in the second half. It's an inbound situation. Ramos Hankel to do the honors. About 5.5 remaining tonight. Daly, double team comes.
Great discipline there by Reyes to understand to bring that double.
Coleman, a floater, no. Tipped, and Reyes has it. Reyes pushing. Reyes a crossover to the basket. Off the glass, it doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Rogers was denied, and here come Passaic.
Coleman has the ball.
Ramos Hankel hit one from that spot not too long ago.
Looks like Brookdale's up here.
Slowly into the offense. 10 to shoot now. Reyes against Coleman. Taking their time. Ramos Hankel foul line. Gets inside. And they get a foul called. And the whistle came just a little bit late. And I think Brookdale upset.
Looks like a clean block and a late call.
And now we got a Passaic player down. Couldn't see who that was. It looks like it's Ramos Hankel in need of attention.
Definitely a hard fall she took there. Landed straight on her back. What do you think the key is for Brookdale to bring home this game and have a late win?
Well, they haven't been great shooting the ball from the outside, but the one player that they have confidence in is Jada Rogers, and we saw that in the last game. Hasn't really necessarily had a strong offensive game tonight, but you'd like to see her get some open looks, as we're happy to report Jade Ramos Hankel able to get to her feet and join the huddle on the Passaic side. So we twice tonight have seen Passaic players go down, but not serious enough to keep them off the floor, which is always positive.
That is Ramos Hankel at the line.
And she is pain-free enough to shoot the free throws. Close game as we go down the stretch. 4:44 remaining. First attempt, good.
You know, she started the game quiet on the offensive side, but she's up to 9 points here. Could get to double digits right here.
And 1 out of 2. Onyango the rebound.
Brookdale pushing the pace here.
There's Rogers for 2, and it's short. Rodriguez the rebound.
Rogers might have been a bucket last game, but she has not been able to get most of them to fall here so far.
Coleman drive and kick, but Daly not in position to shoot.
It's great defense here.
Panthers will slow it down. Crossover dribble. Ramos Hankel inside. No shot. Call a foul before the shot.
I believe it's a reach in on Carissa Reyes. It's her second foul of the game.
But because Brookdale is in the penalty, it's Ramos Hankel back to the line. So she just hit 1 out of 2 in the last possession. This one is no good.
Ramos Hankel 2 for 5.
Passaic team that is trying for their first road win of the year. I'm 1 out of 2 from the line.
Hankel shooting 50% from the line.
This is a 5-point game. Passaic 51, Brookdale 46. Reyes, no good. Another rebound. Rodriguez secures it. And the Jersey Blues are starting to run thin on time.
4 minutes left, down 5.
Foul line jumper. Rodriguez.
Rogers has been a demon on the boards, 12 tonight.
And dribbling into a corner, and it's taken away, and then she commits a foul. And that is going to be number 4.
Yes, undisciplined basketball down the stretch. Way too many fouls here.
So once again, free throws. This pace has slowed down here in the fourth quarter. Neither team really been able to get into a rhythm. This time it's Liliana Daly, who's one of the 5 constants to start in all 5 games for the Panthers. Along with Rodriguez, the other sophomore. No good, though, and Onyango the rebound.
Onyango playing limited minutes, but making her presence felt on the glass tonight. 7 rebounds.
High screen, Ijeman who's checked in. Rogers for 3.
Reyes, right place, right time, rebound.
Rogers fires away again. This one is off the rim.
Rogers has the shooter's mentality, short-term memory. Only remember the makes. That's the best way to play.
Come up on 3 minutes to go. Passaic with the ball up by 5. Ramos Hankel driving, floater for 2.
What a great play by Ramos Hankel. Gets the cross to go, gets the floater.
And the
Brings her
Jersey
team up
Blues
to
need
7.
an answer. Ijeman calling for it in the post, puts it up, and she'll shoot.
Gets the foul. Maybe not the best shot in the world, but if she can make him at the line, that's all that counts.
Foul is the 4th charge to Passaic, and this one is on Kayla Cosme. So Ijeman at the line.
This is her 2nd trip. She went 0 for 1 the first time. She had that beautiful and 1 early in the game.
The Jersey Blues can ill afford to leave points on the board, especially at this juncture. The freshman from Howell, 2nd attempt, and gets the friendly bounce.
Ijeman's up to 5 here.
53-47. Ramos Hankel a spin into the paint. Strong move for the bucket.
A beautiful spin, a beautiful fake.
Rogers puts it up short. And Rodriguez working on another strong game for the visitors. Taken away in the backcourt by Reyes. Tied up by 2 Panthers. But Brookdale will keep it.
Brookdale down 8 here, needs something quick.
And this is the time of the game where you miss a player like Gianna Piccini who can create her own offense. Reyes, Ijeman fires.
No good, but a great positioning board for Rogers.
Mack tries a 3. That's good. She banks it home.
Mack quiet today, but she is 1 for 1 from 3.
5-point game, under 2 minutes to go now. Ramos Hankel has had the hot hand of late. Here's another spin and another bucket. She has scored the last 6 for the Panthers.
Hankel's up to 16 so far.
Reyes going behind the back into the paint. Layup, no. Knocked out. They might have gotten a Passaic foul. They did.
Looks like Rogers was thrown to the ground there on the rebound attempt. Looks like Ella Case is subbing into the game.
And that is her first appearance of the season. Did not see any action in the season opener. At the 134 mark, looks like we might have an injured Jada Rogers, and she needs assistance to get off the court, so that is not good.
It's like she might have twisted her ankle, is what I saw.
So that's the reason for the substitution.
She's being helped to the sideline, but she's able to put pressure on the leg.
And Case goes right into the fire, forced to shoot free throws. Her first attempts of the season.
Missed the first.
Freshman from Seagirt down the Jersey Shore. Second one, and 1 out of 2.
Gets 1 to drop, makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout taken by Passaic. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with you. Brian Gadsworth, Danny Gulix, the rest of our Brookdale TV crew. We thank you for joining us. We'll have the men's game for you about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. But we got 1:34 to go, and we've seen an entertaining basketball game. And for Brookdale, it's just a matter of getting one of those stretches that we've seen them have at the end of quarters here tonight to try to get back into this one.
Let's see. Brookdale, that, like I said earlier, trying to turn into that butterfly that I was talking about. Looks like they went back into the cocoon after the end of the third quarter here. Let's see if they can come right back out. They'll run with Reyes, Mack, Case, Onyango, and Ijamin. Looks like to end out the game. Sullivan may have fouled out. I believe she has 5.
When a game gets to this point, a lot of it becomes which team handles the press better. Into the front court. And again, Passaic will take time and take time off the clock before Rodriguez drives, bank shot misses, and Case has her first rebound of the season. Reyes gives up her dribble. Case gets a touch, fires. Offensive rebound, and back up and in. And Rakaya Mack has picked a good time to get going.
Down 6 here, 1 minute left. It's a 2-possession game.
Well, the point, it should be down 4. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
57-53, final minute of regulation. Coleman near the midcourt stripe.
Reyes switches on.
Coleman gets it to go. Nice move and gets the roll.
Coleman's been a real difference maker here, offensively, defensively. 8 points and 4 steals.
59-53. Brookdale needs an answer quickly. Mack enter the post, pass taken away. And now down to the final half minute. The Jersey Blues have to foul, otherwise this game will be over.
Looks like that was the nail in the coffin. They'll just let him dribble it out.
I would think you would foul. There's enough time to at least prolong this game. Rodriguez doesn't have to put it up. Misses. Final 5 seconds now. Reyes gets to the basket. Shot misses. And this one is over. So a disappointing finish. The Jersey Blues come up short. And Passaic gets their first road victory of the season as they improve to a record of 4-1. Brookdale now with a 500 mark as they drop to 1-1. I'm not quite sure the decision there. I mean, odds are you're not going to win down by 6, but at least you want to prolong the game as long as possible. Not to foul just seemed like a questionable decision.
To me, it wasn't even that. After the rebound, you got to try to call that timeout. You had 5 seconds left on the clock. You can advance the ball, get a decent shot, maybe get a steal on an inbound.
Well, there were some bright spots for the Jersey Blues in this game, a game that they played without one of their sophomore leaders. Carissa Reyes played well. Jasmine Sullivan really, though, was the player who stood out in this game.
I really feel like her fouling out was the big loss. She had 16 points and 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, a real difference maker. Whenever she touched it in the post, it was a bucket.
So the Jersey Blues fall in this one, but they'll be back in action in just a couple of days. On Thursday, that's a game that has been rescheduled. So we'll have that for you here on Brookdale TV as our coverage wraps up in the first game, but stay with us as the men have taken the floor for warm-ups, and we'll have that one for you as Brookdale takes on Passaic. So for Danny Gulix, the rest of our Brookdale TV crew, I'm Brian Goudsward. Jersey Blues lose this one 59-53. Stay with us here on Brookdale TV.